the Nilo 27. This is an all-carbon fiber body, V12 naturally aspirated engine that has over 1,000 horsepower and 634 pound-feet of torque. It is created by this guy, Sasha. Here's Sasha telling us his philosophy on how the car should be built.
Just one thought I wanted to add to this, again, coming back to the Grand Prix yesterday. I don't know about you guys, but I'm going there to see the best drivers compete and be gladiators on the track. And I personally would go back to manual gearboxes, naturally aspirated V12s, cars that weigh 500 kilos. And I would make sure there's no augmentation, no assists, no technology. I would even cut everything electric out of the car. Just thank you.
Sasha's career is remarkable. Designer of Huracan, Chiron, Koenigsegg Gemera and CC850 amongst others, his pedigree is impeccable.
Before we get even more involved into this, I want you to take a look at this car. If you look at the halo headlights, it kind of reminds me of the halos that are in the Lotus. If you look at the upper side vent, it kind of matches what the Ferrari Enzo has. Tourbillon, you can see the similarities in Sasha's car. But here's Sasha talking more about his philosophy.
It's a dream come true. It's really hard to put into words what this car means to me. I've been working on it for the last 15, 20 years. Yeah. My entire time in the car industry, basically, this was in the back of my mind. I started off designing for car companies. I had a job at VW Group, which ended up with me joining Lamborghini for the Huracan project. I was responsible for exterior design at Bugatti during the times of the Chiron and Vision Gran Turismo. Those were my exteriors. Koenigsegg was another big chapter of my life. Gemera and CC850. But all along, this car was in the back of my mind. And to have an opportunity to start my own car company and to design a car from my vision and my dream is just an incredible, just lifelong dream come true. Also, I had this feeling kind of growing in me for all these years that the hypercar world and sports car industry in general was slightly veering off course, that adding more technology while the cars were getting faster and faster and faster wasn't necessarily adding more emotion and wasn't necessarily speaking to the petrol head in me. So things like seamless shifting or driver assists or electrification, digitalization, over-the-air updates, connectivity with your devices, all these things that we're used to in everyday life and in modern cars, they kind of detract from the essential experience, sports car experience. And every single time I had a chance to go, both as a driver, as a passenger, and I don't know, even something as simple as a Exige, a Club Sport Exige with semi-slicks and straight cut gears, and the level of joy that I would experience from those cars was just on a different planet, even compared to a most refined modern hypercar. These bare bones, simple, borderline racing machines were always what captivated me. So this car was meant to be the most puristic expression of my feelings and my love towards sports cars and hypercars. And I think there's a sentiment already now growing that technology has kind of forced the industry off track a little bit. And there's a few people doing an amazing job with that same sentiment. What also sets us apart is what I call the whole factor. It's a very important part of the story that we're trying to tell here. The car needs to be poster worthy. It needs to kind of capture your imagination, and every one of your senses needs to be rewarded with the experience.
The V12 engine is based off a 1969 Formula One race engine with the exhaust system coming out from the top and the intakes being on the side. And if you look closely at these pictures, it looks like they're Weber carburetors, most likely not electronically assisted by. The name of the engine company is called Hartley. One of the co-founders of this company used to be a Formula One driver. If you look at the steering wheel, it is based off of that Formula One driver's steering wheel size. So with it being so small, the instrument cluster had to be spread out in order for you to view it from the proper angles. It has a 7-speed gated transmission shifter, such as the old school. So we're going to take the time out and let the car speak for itself.